Welcome back, guys, and today, as you know, I'm going to be showing you how to dial an ICS scooter. So this is an ICS scooter right here, and what makes it so special is that the compression bolt comes up through the bottom, and there's not like many excess parts, which makes it super light, and that's what's so special about the ICS compression. That's a very light compression compared to other ones. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's get into it. We have it all taken apart. So now what we have to do is we have to take our deck, this thing. If you didn't know, I hope you know if you're riding scooters. But we have to take our deck. This is all. So what I'm doing right here is I'm just going to go through like how to assemble it completely also. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your deck, take it to your workbench or wherever you're going to work. And then you're going to grab your bearings. You're going to take your bearing, you're going to put it on the top of where your bars go through there. Take it and put it right in there. Right? Like that. Now that your hands are all greasy, I'm going to wipe it off, especially if you have a white scooter. Okay, so there's also another one of the headset bearings that is on the bottom. But I didn't want to take it out because it was super greasy. Okay, so what you want to do next is you're going to want to take your back wheel, and then you're going to want to put it in here. But first, you're missing something, right? When you took apart your scooter, you probably had some spacers. They may look different than the ones that I have. Mine are gold. So the spacers that come with the Ethics scooters, at least the one that I have, they look like this. So what you're going to do, figure out this real quick. So what you're going to do, you're going to have it like that. You'll be like this. And you'll have the other one on the other side, and you're going to hold it. And you're going to put it in the back and just slide it into these little slots that it has already made for you. Okay, it's in the right spot. Now you can take your axle. I'm going to put it through. Okay, now that your axle's through, you're going to take your other one. Your other screw that's going to hold your axle in place. You're going to screw it together. Okay, one thing that I forgot to say is that before you put in your wheel, if you took your brake out, which you kind of don't really need to, make sure you put it back in. Usually there are screws like these. Sometimes there's only one that are in the bottom of your deck or even in the top. This scooter has them in the bottom. You have to screw those out to take it out. You always want to make sure, though, one tip to dialing is that you have your things very tight so that they make as less noise as possible. So you're going to tighten them. Okay, that one's pretty tight. That looks pretty tight. Give it a little bit of spin test if you want. That sounds pretty good, right? Alright, so what I like to do is I like to clamp my scooter down so that it doesn't move. Make sure you put a sock on it so you don't scuff up your grip tape. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our fork, right? You're just going to have to go up and under your bars. Like that, like so. See? So now it's like that, like a normal scooter. So now that you have a fork in, you're going to take your headset cap. This is your headset cap. It looks like this. It goes on that. I mean, you don't really need this on your scooter, but it helps keep dust out of your bearings. Mine is very tight fit. So now that, which is good, so now that it holds on my thing, so I don't have to hold it. So now that we got that, it spins pretty good, I guess. I want to say that. Now, you're going to need your clamp, and you're going to need your bars. Wow. You're going to put your clamp onto your bars. Off the bars. Put it over. Slide it on. It's a bit of a tight fit. Real quick though, if you're enjoying this video and you want to see more of this, I have more videos on different types of scooters. If this is not your scooter, Make sure to go check those out. Make sure to subscribe right now. And if we can get more than one like, that would be insane. And my mind would be blown. And I would probably have luck for a year. But anyways, okay, so now we're going to continue on. Tricky part is making sure your bars are straight. Now you're wondering why I didn't screw it at the top like I usually do, or if you've had a different type of scooter that you do. So that's because you take this, here's a screw of course, and this screw has to go all the way up through the bottom. You have to take your super long stick thing, and if you do not have this, and you have an ICS scooter, well, you're kind of in big trouble, and you probably weren't able to take it apart in the first place. So, what you're going to do, is now that we have this, is you're going to have to screw it on, right? So, screw it in a little bit. Okay, it's in just a hair, just a little bit. Now that we've got ourselves a line, right? The bars are definitely not straight, and you do not want to be riding like this or else fall on your face, and it will not be fun. So now that you have your line, right, you're going to have it on the line, make sure it's straight and everything. It's kind of easier to come around to the front. You're going to want to use your feet. It's kind of hard with the camera in my hand. You're going to want to straighten it out. I'm going to straighten that out a little bit more, and then I'm going to get back to you guys. So now that we have the bars pretty straight, I mean, you can't get it perfect all the time. So we got it like this, right? I got it pretty straight. It's not perfect, but it looks pretty good. So there's a screw down in that hole, and you're going to need a super long ICS compression tightener thingy. Stick it down in there. You're going to have to find it, or we're just going to have to tighten it. Okay, so now I have it like all the way tight, well, pretty tight. So like when I tightened it even more, that it turned our fork. So we don't want that. So I think actually I'm going to try to make it so I kind of auto-correct for it. So I'm going to unscrew it just a little bit, see if I can spin the fork so that it's like the opposite side, so it's like that. So it's like the fork's like turn like this more, so that when I tighten it super hard, that it turns to its right position. So I'm gonna try that. So now we got our bolts for a clamp. When you're tightening a clamp, you want to make sure that, see how there's a slit right here that they have pre-cut into your bars. Try to line that up. Now we're gonna take the bolts and we're gonna put them in with like anything that you screw. You just want to tighten one bolt at a time, not all the way tight, just a little bit, so they go evenly in, so you don't like say this one gets super tight and then it like pops. Right, so now we have them tightened up. So now we're missing the wheel. So just like before, there's already spacers in here. I mean, not all of them really have spacers. I guess this company just does. So what you're going to do is you're going to have to take your wheel, pop it up through there, and put the axle through it, and tighten up, and you're going to be done. Well, that's going to be it for today. Make sure you subscribe if you like this video. And if you have a different scooter, check my other videos out. I'll leave them in the description. See you later.